Because I do know one thing, if nobody shows up, it's going to end just as quickly as it began. And nothing will be getting announced tonight. Where's my iPad?
Your black one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one person in here right now.
Strawberry ice cream so we can take it back upstairs.
I'm gonna use my computer.
Yeah, give me your strawberry ice cream. We can take it upstairs.
Hello to whoever is in the room. I'm gonna wait to see if anybody else shows up. What you doing? Before I start talking. Oh. Hello, T Princess. That says Marcia. Marika, I might have said that wrong. Yeah, that's awesome. Great. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna log in on my computer so I can at least see the chat. I'm gonna give it maybe until 7:05 and then we can just start talking. It's not really planned out. There's only one thing that I planned on talking to y'all about. And, you know, of course, I'm probably gonna save that till later. Oh, hey, honey. I don't know why your message did not pop up.
I gotta run upstairs to get some wipes.
Okay. All right, so this works. All right, so I have it open on my computer. So that way if somebody sends something, I can look back over here because these messages, they don't stay up long. So my school year so far is stressful. And it doesn't have anything to do with the kids. I think it's mostly just stressful because of COVID. And like the last year and a half has really thrown so much stuff off. For those who watched the one of the Married at First Sight reviews, I was talking about how we have a bus driver and a teacher shortage. And so that's really affected just dismissal. So I got my master's in 2013 and I got my principal's license in 2013 to be a principal. But I have not used it. I have no intentions on using it because after seeing the inner workings of a school, I know that I don't want to be anybody's principal. And it's not that I can't do it. I just don't want to do it. And because I have that licensure, I'm given like extra duties and stuff at school. So one of my things is working with transportation. So I deal with like helping at the bus lot and stuff like that. But I swear I'm leaving work an hour and a half late every day. I take pride in being able to leave my job at 3:45. I've been leaving my job after 5 o'clock every day, and it's not the business. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. And I told one of my leaders, I said, I need a mental break from this because I'm used to being able to. Okay, Tim, I probably will save the video. I probably will. Since there's more than one person on here, I'll probably save the video. But what I was saying is I told one of my superiors, I guess you can call them, that I need a mental break from doing the bus lot stuff because I'm used to being able to pick up my kids at the end of the day. And I have not picked up my children from daycare. Not one day this whole school year. Granted, we only been in school for a week and a half, but I feel like it's unacceptable for us to have this bad of a bus driver shortage. And let me tell y'all, I don't know who's doing the thinking at our transportation thing, and I don't feel like this is something that I shouldn't say in public, but our school gets out, we dismiss at 3:30. And I think one of the bus drivers had COVID, so clearly they weren't driving the bus. But they gave that bus driver's route to another bus driver because there is a bus driver shortage. They gave that sick bus driver's route to a bus driver who is never on time at our school. So what happens is that bus driver is late already. They get to our school, they pick up their normal kids, take them home, then come back to our school to get the sick driver's kids. And I'm like, but we have other buses with less kids when you can put all of them on the same bus at the same time. It's too much. Princess says, I understand I have 35 students in one of my classes. I'll surely be taking some personal days myself this year. Yeah, I'm a huge advocate for taking mental health days, no matter what your occupation is. You know, I don't feel like I really knew about mental health days until like within the last 5 years. Oh, but there will definitely be some in my future. Definitely. Like, because I'm not going to stress myself out for this job. It's just not going to happen. But I'm appreciative. It is 19 scatterbrains. Well, I guess 18 because I'm one of them. 19 scatterbrains now in this room. And I'm happy to kind of see y'all. If y'all can just shout out where you are, who you are, and all that kind of stuff. If you have questions, you can start dropping them. I'm going to go ahead and do the announcement later. I'm not going to do it right now because, you know, I got to have some suspense. Because I know y'all, some of y'all like, what could his announcement be? Is it a baby? Is it a book? I saw somebody put that in the comments when I posted the video that I was going live. And somebody was like, maybe it's another baby. Maybe it's another book. Who knows? Maybe. But, yeah, you'll find out soon enough what the announcement is. Somebody, Monique W said, I take a mental health day every other month. It's important. Oh, that was Honey guessing. It's important to take mental health days. So what's been going on? Hopefully, you know, for those of y'all that were off today, that y'all were able to relax and chill. We took the kids to daycare for half a day just so we could have some time to get some stuff done. I got some stuff done pertaining to my announcement. Tegan, can you do me a big favor? Can you go get Daddy's iPad and bring it to me? You want to speak, don't you? You got to come closer so they can see you. No, not right there. Over here. Okay, you just going to sit on my lap. Okay. All right, you got to speak.
Hi.
So they won't be able to say anything back. But, so that's what they see. So this is us, but that's what they see. Okay? Mm-hmm. See, somebody said, hey, princess. I know you can't read, but that says, hey, Princess T.
This is gone.
Yeah, so it shows up and it disappears real fast. Mm-hmm. Can you go grab my iPad and bring it to me, please? Yes. Can you do that for me? You're just excited to see yourself. Okay. Go grab my iPad, and then you can come back. All right, so we have some people checking in from Brooklyn. Okay. Thank you. Carter. Okay. Well, step down. Let Carter get up here real quick. Come here, buddy.
No.
All right. Can you speak too? Can you speak?
You gonna say hello, buddy?
Can you wave? Can you wave to the people? Okay, just gonna play with his car. All right, so we have people from Brooklyn. You gotta get a chair, boo. Some people from North Carolina, California. Okay, she's getting on my lap on this side. Louisville, Ohio. Someone asked about donating. I'll put the link in the chat in just a moment. As soon as I can get a free hand, I'll put the link to my donor shoes in the chat. Michigan. Actually, right now, my donor shoes is Disney and somebody else is matching. So whatever you donate, they'll match that 100%. So if you give $2, they're gonna give $2. And I think it's like it only needs like 100 and some change to be completed. So I'll post that as soon as I can get a free hand. We have Chicago. I've only been to Chicago one time. I went to Chicago to do a play. Well, not a play, but I was in a play competition. I was in Chicago to do a play competition. New Jersey. Jamaica. All right. Wish I kind of was there right now.
Jamaica.
Buddy, no, come on, Carter. You always, I don't know, you always know how to mess something up. Okay, Jamaica. Yeah.
Jamaica.
Does anyone have any questions?
Jamaica. 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 Jamaica.
She's too busy watching herself. All right, let me get my donuts shoes in the chat just in case somebody is typing a question.
No.
Sir. So if anybody's saying anything right now, stop, Tegan.
Come back.
Let's say it.
Can you please?
That's what happens when you get ice cream.
Right.
So somebody asked about my donuts chews, so I'm trying to pull the link up now. So if you're saying anything in the chat right now, I cannot see it. Just give me one moment. Can you stop? This should be the answer to anybody who thought maybe we was having another child. This should be your answer right here. This should be the answer.
For the person who say they want another one.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but like right now, it's stop now. Gonna get popped on this camera. So Tegan is 3 now, and Carter is 1. Is this gonna go through?
But she'll be 4 in November. Tegan.
Okay, then. Y'all, come on now.
You want to go upstairs and play?
I'm not yet.
You should, cause I'm about to end this, cause you keep touching stuff.
No, I was touching my face.
Yeah, like I'm saying, you keep touching stuff, so stop doing that. Cause you keep touching stuff on the computer.
Tegan.
Oh my gosh. Stop now. Come on, chill out. All right, one of y'all gonna have to get down, cause I need a hand.
No.
No, I need a free hand.
No.
It can be him, but one of y'all gonna have to step down. I have stuff in all these chairs.
Jesus, fix it.
I wasn't expecting them to want to get
You
it.
was trying to hide the stuff and not put it up.
I'm hiding it for this. All right, so I can't post it in the chat right now. All right, so let's see what I'm missing. Nada said, did you really want to start back reviewing?
Okay, I can take them out.
Did you really want to start back reviewing Married at First Sight, or did you do it to get an audience to be engaged in your new activities? Both. I decided to give it another. I'm gonna need you to be quiet if you're gonna stay here. I did it because I wanted to give the show another chance, but I also looked at it as an opportunity because I'm always doing stuff and there's an audience and people wanted me to review it. So I guess it was 3 things: to give it another chance, to fulfill some of my scatterbrain's wishes, and to use it as an opportunity to further the things that I'm doing. Because I mean, one group that's benefiting a lot from me having started back reviewing is my students. And I'm not gonna say I'll do anything for them, but if my students can benefit from me having to watch 2 hours of this show, it's not that hard of a thing to do. Yes, Monique, you'll probably need to pull it from the last video because I guess the URL is too long for me to be able to post the whole thing. I got one more idea. Got one more idea for what I can do. You gotta go on that side.
website you guys are probably have to go on.
All right, I'm gonna try this link and see if it works. All right, y'all let me know if they don't like it's gonna work. But that's the website you can go to that I just put in the chat. All right, Kim, it might show up later tonight. I don't know. Sharon said hello, Carmen.
Hello.
Somebody said I already know it is definitely not another baby.
Definitely not.
Somebody said they're cute. Thank you. People are speaking. Married at First Sight parody. So I told Carmen I am toying with the idea of doing another parody. I think the parodies are funny, and I think there's enough for me to work with this season to do a good parody. So the parody is a good chance because I haven't watched the last 2 seasons, as y'all know. And let me know if for some reason y'all can't hear me. How many episodes was like last season? Does anybody who was watching just drop it down in the chat about how many episodes last season was? Wow, Monique, thank you. You might have just cleared it out. Did you clear out my thing already? That hasn't come through yet. So 17. So we're at like 7. Okay, Bazandi. I don't feel like I'm saying that right, but all right. So 17 episodes. This week will be number 8. So that's plenty of time for me to do one. So it is my plan to do my best to do another parody. But we'll see if it happens. We'll see. I don't want to promise y'all and say, yes, it's going to be another one. But it could. So what's going on in the world that y'all want to talk about really quickly before I tell y'all about this announcement? Because I don't do videos like, talking about current events and stuff like that. So this is an opportunity for somebody to name a current event, and I can give you my opinion on it if I'm well aware of what it is you're talking about. And if they do the Where Are They Now episode. Oh, yeah, I'm not watching the Where Are They Now episode. I'm not doing that.
Just color.
I'm definitely not doing the Where Are They Now. Oh, that's the reunion, though. I reviewed the reunion last time I did it. So I'll do the reunion. Yeah. Thank you, Monique. I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. She just cleared out the rest of the donut juice. But y'all be taking care of my kids. My students. My students. Orient Patty, hope I'm saying your name right, says I'm gonna say this: Mirla and Jose should have been paired. Gil and Rachel should have been paired. I can't see Jose. Mirla would never like Jose. I don't think that there is a chance in everdom that Mirla would have found Jose attractive. I think because Jose is on a 10 and Mirla's personality is on a 10, he eat a crayon.
Yes.
It stays lit around here. Card over here munching on crayons, just a little wax, never hurt nobody. But yeah, I could not see them being together.
Brush your teeth tonight.
And then Gil and Rachel.
Mommy, I can eat some.
I don't see that either. I don't really feel like any of the couples this season are a good match outside of Bao and Johnny. And I think they only have the upper hand because they knew each other. But just based off what we've seen so far, the personalities don't really seem to match up that well to me.
Yep, you can have that one. There you go.
Gil and Brett, couldn't see that either. Couldn't see that.
No, you can have that one.
Could not see that. She said to send your daughter in my art class. She would have a lot of fun. The kids love me. The students love me at my school. Most. I ain't gonna say all. That'd be a lie. The ones who think they can get over me, they don't like me because they find out quickly who's in charge. Sometimes you gotta let people know what the deal is up front. I had to do that last week on a Friday. Gil and Michaela.
Maybe.
I would say maybe. Maybe. Because it seems to me that Zach has a little bit of fire in him as well. Clearly, Michaela has fire, but it looks like what's his name? Zach might have a little bit of fire as well, and that's why they don't seem like they're the best match. Somebody asked a question, I just missed it, so I'm gonna wait for it to pop up on here. How do you think a same-sex couple would do on Married at First Sight? Honestly, I think it would be no different than the heterosexual couples. Now, I mean, I don't want to make generalizations because, you know, people get offended when you make generalizations. But from what I've seen on the outside of the outside, looking in on same-sex relationships, it seems like women to women, because I've learned people get offended when you say female to female. I've learned that. So women's relationships seem to be a little more spicy, but that's a generalization. So I don't really know how that would look. I would not be surprised maybe within the next 3 to 4 years if they did that. I think more shows are trying to expand their audience, and I think a lot of people have been asking for a same-sex couple. So I would not be surprised if that happened.
What's your problem? What is your problem? You need to go to bed?
Nada said, I think Jose and Johnny would definitely get married in the future. Like to each other? Maybe she does mean to each other because they're so buddy-buddy. They got like a bromance going on. Monique said they need to match folks who have kids. We want love too. That would be interesting. I told y'all, for those who watched my videos from years ago, I told y'all they need to do a remarried at first sight. A married at first sight version for people who have been divorced or widowed situations, because I think that would be a lot more interesting, because you'll have people who've already been in marriages who know why or why not it worked, the first time. So, you know, I think that would be way more interesting than what they got going on right now. Nada says Zach is kind of zesty. Orient Patty said the matching process would be hard for a same-sex couple, according to Pastor Cal. Why did he say that? Because I don't watch the match. I haven't watched the matchmaking special in a long time. So did he give a reason for why he said the same-sex couple will be difficult? And while somebody's trying to answer that, Nada said kids will complicate the situation. I think if you matched two people who had children, I don't think it would be that complicated, but I think if you had a person with kids and a person without, that would just be a setup for failure. Not that those kind of relationships can't work, but I think when you're dating somebody and you find out they have kids, you have the opportunity to decide, do I want to continue to date you, or do I want to, I don't want to deal with somebody who has kids. Nothing against people who have kids and are single, but I think when you're dating, that's something that people consider. But I think if if somebody's marrying somebody who has kids and that's just, hey, we married now, that's a recipe for disaster. Honey said, I think he said that because they would be all in the same room. But seriously, that feels like an excuse. I mean, they would all be in the same room, but you wouldn't know who you would get matched with. But I don't know if it would be harder, because I guess when you're looking at preferences, would it be harder to look at all males or all females? I don't know. Pastor Cal also said it's hard to match black couples because he said most of the black men who try prefer white women as opposed to black women. That does not surprise me at all. I have not watched Unmatchables, but what you said about what Cal said about black men, I think I'm not surprised, but I also think it's kind of an excuse as well. I'm not surprised because I know there are plenty of black men who don't, want black women. But I think that that's also a little bit of an excuse. Because I sure thought Gil was black. I know I'm not the only one. I just knew Gil was black. And then when he said he was Colombian, I was like, well, I mean, Depending on how you look at it, it might be considered Afro-Latino, depending on who you talk to on what day. Miss Bell, why did you say wow? There was something I said? I don't know.
Good job, baby girl. Keep going.
Let's see, have I missed anything?
I need to choose a color.
All right, any current events y'all want to talk about really quickly? Because it's 7:26 and we have... Okay, so his lisp. I think I told y'all about it in the first episode, first review, and I have made a conscious decision not to talk about his lisp, not to talk about his lisp or to imitate his lisp, because that is,
Like mine.
can you whisper? There you go. Because I know lisps are... It's not something that you can necessarily control without like speech therapy, so I didn't want to make fun of that. Jose can't help his height. Now he can't help his height. You know, there's yoga poses that you can do to make yourself taller. You can go get them little braces like Forrest Gump had on your legs. That'll stretch your legs out and your bones out. That'll make you taller. So I mean, if he really feels some kind of way about his height, there are ways to get around it. There's platform shoes. Insoles, all of those. There's options for all those kinds of things. But yeah, I'm not gonna make fun of his lisp. But it's hard to focus sometimes when he talks, to be honest.
Stop.
Yes, yoga poses. It's I don't know yoga poses names, obviously, but it's like if these are my arms, these are my legs, and you like push yourself, and it's like stretching, and the stretching is supposed to help over time make you a little bit taller. I wish they would do something about the horrible editing. Yeah, the editing needs help as well. He can help being Jose-ish though, because he's too much. Maybe I missed that. Orange said, I don't see any couples making it this season. I think at least one. I think we'll at least have one. I don't watch the unfiltered episodes, Yolanda. I was about to say Yolanda, but that's not Yolanda. Yeah, I don't watch the unfiltered episodes. To me, 2 hours, I already told you a long time ago, 2 hours is a long time, and in unfiltered, where there's 30 or an hour, I just don't have that much time to devote to the franchise. Because to me, it's almost like, because what I'm learning from some of y'all in the comments is that there are things revealed during unfiltered that affect how you can perceive what happened on the show. And I think that's a problem, especially regarding editing, because why are you editing a show in a way that makes something seem one way just for the people on the show to be able to come right back behind it or before it and explain it off and be like, well, this is what was really happening. I mean, I kind of think that that's pointless. Somebody said Michael. Now, is Michael the one, is Perch? Michael's Perch, right? Who used to,
Yes.
somebody said he is married.
No.
It says married and has a wife and a baby now. Good for him. Congratulations. Miss Bell said Jose is her favorite guy on the show because he's about business, especially his financial business. Nothing wrong with that. Nada said Michael got married to Shannon.
On the paper.
He is a stepdad to her daughter, Shannon. That name sounds familiar. Was Shannon on a previous season? Shannon. That name sounds... There was a guy named Shannon, though. I think he was a...
We out. I'm not dealing with this. Nope, not at all. You color.
What was he doing? Messing with stuff?
Just making too much noise. Just picking up all the thing on crayons. I can't deal.
Okay. Oh, so Shannon wasn't on Married at First Sight. Was Shannon on the Love Island, whatever it was called? Thank you for watching the reviews. Amber from Charlotte was Puerto Rican. I couldn't believe that. Was she, though? Was she? I mean, you know, people cannot look like something and be something, but was she really Puerto Rican? Because never mind, I don't want to go down stereotypical paths. I'm going to leave it alone. I don't believe it, but, you know, it ain't for me to believe in the first place. Shannon was a guy who made the first and second chances. Right, that's why the name doesn't sounds familiar. Can you sit down before you fall? Thank you. No, you color. You color. All right, any questions? We got 50 scatterbrains. Hey to all the scatterbrains. Any questions before? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about my announcement. Because of course it's gonna have the story attached to it. Don't get up here. Don't get up here. Don't get up here.
Daddy, I'm gonna
Yes.
order that.
No, not right now. Daddy's trying to do something. You no. It's a lot. Mary, it's a lot. Stop. Look at you. See? Y'all don't listen sometimes. Goodness gracious. All right, so announcement. Last December, do you think you can sit down just so they can focus on me for a moment? And you just farted. Can you say excuse me? What'd you say?
I said better yet, no.
Good grief. Nadia, I'm about to answer something related to your question. Nada, not Nadia. Last December, I've always tried to challenge myself to be a better artist. And so I was trying to figure out how can I...
Steven, you about to walk out here with me? Stop it, or you walking out with me?
Can you just chill? That's all you gotta do, just chill. Look at yourself on the screen and just chill. Challenge myself to be a better artist. So I decided to do like a fake challenge and do... Yeah, she's still in the show. I'm used to it. You know, the spotlight is everybody's at this point. But I did a doodle every day of December last year. So I needed my other iPad because I don't think I can pull it up on this one. But you're not getting on my lap. Move your leg. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Last chance again.
Okay, I can pull it up. So I did a different doodle every day depicting something that I like about the Christmas season because I'm a December baby. I was born December 17th, so I love Christmas time. We have fall decorations up right now because, you know, Christmas is coming soon. So, you know, why are you looking at me like that?
I was just waiting for you about to say.
So I did these doodles, and I can show you some examples. So each day I doodled something different. Like one day was about hot chocolate. One day obviously was about Santa. One day was about Jesus. Hallelujah. One day was about snowball fights, sledding, just different things related to Christmas in December. And I was like, oh, I really like these. And so since I've done them, I've been trying to think, how can I use them? Please stop.
Come on, buddy.
How can I use them for something? So I thought maybe I can try an Advent calendar, but I was like, I don't know nothing about Advent. I don't really know how that's working, so I'm not gonna do an Advent calendar. And I was like, what can I do with these pictures? Because I don't want them to just go to waste, you know? Then I was like, well, what if I did wrapping paper? I was like, I could take all the images and I could put them on wrapping paper. And so I had this idea in February to turn those images into wrapping paper. And it has been a long process. A long process. And granted, it is only September. But I can officially tell y'all I have my own Christmas wrapping paper. Designed by me, all original images for the culture, if you will, but it is by me. I took my favorite images from my December doodle stuff, and I picked some of those and I put them on the wrapping paper. And I'm gonna show y'all my wrapping paper, which will be available for purchase very soon. So these were the ones that I picked because I had a whole bunch of them that I liked. So day 4 were like Santa's elves. And they had dreads. And I was like, we gotta have the elves on the wrapping paper. But I was like, we wanna have equality. So I turned one of them to a girl and she got braids. So the elves and the big candy cane are on the wrapping paper from day 4. This is one of my favorites. The gingerbread cookies with the fro puffs and all of that. They're on the wrapping paper. One of my for real favorites. My bro man nutcracker. You see the gold too. You see the gold too. I mean, what you say? Carmen wants everybody to know she helped me with the design. Yes, she did. She helps me with so many things and she gets paid very well. Hello? With the with the flat top and the kente cloth. Ain't it good I don't have no nasty pictures behind here? Because if that picture disappeared, that's a Married at First Sight thumbnail, I think. If that picture had disappeared and I had some naked pictures of me up here, that would have been terrible. But with the kente cloth design on his nutcracker outfit, and I added the little siblings in their matching pajamas. Okay? So, my wrapping paper is here. So as you can see, there's my bro man nutcracker. There are the elves. The cookies are in different places. The brother and sister are here. So it is here. I am so happy, y'all. It took so much to get to this point. I had a vision of what I wanted to do, and I actually gave up. You know, just to be perfectly honest with y'all, I gave up. I had the idea in February. Things just weren't working out, trying to find a manufacturer who could create it. And I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna let it go. I've had plenty of ideas, and sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. So I let it go. And then we were laying watching Christmas in July videos on Hallmark, and I was like, something inside of me said, Travis, you can't let this go. You gotta figure out how to do something with it. And I got on the grind, found my manufacturer, got my sample, tweaked my design. I'm gonna make a whole video about this process because it's been a lot. But my dream has come to fruition. The Civ Art Gallery wrapping paper is officially here. It is 27 and a half inches long and it's 8 feet in length as far as like how much is on the roll. I did my photo shoot between yesterday, pretty much all weekend. So I have a whole bunch of fake gifts around the house of what it would look like if you wrapped your gifts in my paper. You're not gonna find it anywhere else. And so this was something that I really wanted to share with my scatterbrains because I'm just so happy it's here. I have ordered a limited amount because I think me and Carmen have kind of been bitten by the bug of trying to create stuff for our children where they can see themselves. You know, it's not to say that there's no wrapping paper out there that has Black characters out there, because there is. But for it to be something that we created and have ownership in it is awesome. And so that's really what it was also about, is creating things for my children that look like mine to see things at Christmas. You know, a Black Santa was the one thing that I didn't put on here. It's on here on the pajamas, but I just wanted to go a little different route. I didn't want to do Black Santa wrapping paper because, you know, it exists. The price that it is going to be $5. I think that is extremely affordable. The only thing, you know, just being honest with y'all, that's the difficult part, is shipping. That is the part that is going to be the most, like, I'm not really happy about. It's just because this is not the normal size of a box, and finding a box that this fits in, that I can get it to people is, you know, is the part that I dislike the most. And that's just me being transparent with y'all. But the rolls themselves are $5 plus tax. Shipping will probably be around $8 to $9. And the number that you order is not going to even be affected. It's not going to affect the shipping price, unfortunately, because I've checked my avenues as far as how to ship it, and like the shipping is the same. Whether I'm shipping one roll, or whether I'm shipping 4 rolls, it's the exact same. And I'm like, okay. I see people asking about Amazon. It'll be available directly on my website. I'm not doing Amazon. Man. I'm not doing Amazon because of the limited amount that I have, and I'm not gotten myself well versed in Amazon's platform yet. So it'll be available on my website, which I hope you sleep really good tonight.
That's an ice cream company, but I ain't.
Yes. Let me see what y'all are saying. People say congratulations, thank you, thank you, thank you. People are ready to purchase already. It was almost gonna be available. Oh, so I'm gonna do a pre-order first because the wrapping paper is somewhere out on the Pacific Ocean. Okay, just being honest with you. I have my first like small set.
T.
Okay,
Calm.
stop. I have my first small set now, but my major order, I had them rush me through flight, a small order, but the rest of the order is being shipped by sea. So I didn't want to have people purchasing something thinking it was going to be shipped out now. So all orders will be shipped out no later than November 1st, because if you're like me, your tree is up by Thanksgiving and you want to get your shopping done before December gets here and you start getting stuff wrapped. So all orders will be out by November 1st. That's the goal. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't happen, but I'm going to start the pre-order probably within the next week. And so you can go to my website and order yours and go ahead and secure it, because I'm not even saying this as like a marketing thing. It's literally a limited amount. And once it's gone because the amount of time it takes to print it and have it shipped, it's just not enough time for me to sell out and then order some more for this season, because my manufacturer said I was lucky to get in when I did because they're printing out so many rolls for like major companies and all that kind of stuff. So that is my announcement. There's no baby, there's no book. I mean, I do have a new book, but it's not done yet. I'm still working on it. But this is it. It is. It's real over here, y'all. So this is it. My wrapping paper. Very, very excited. Good quality. I was a little, I'm the kind of person like I don't want to just sell something and it be trash and people start wrapping their gifts and it just start ripping. But you can look at these and you can see the corners are still intact, nothing coming through. But if you throwing your gifts all over the place, I can't really tell you how that's gonna do, because at that point, hey, it is what it is. All right, let's see. So like I said, you'll be able to order it from my website, which I'm gonna put in the chat now. It's not up there. Ooh, y'all. It's not up there yet, but that is where it'll be. But of course, I'm gonna mention this in my review so that people know about it. Thank you for your compliments. Amazon is definitely gonna be a future thing. Please stop. Because when I do my next book, I'm not going through Income Spark. I've already made that decision. For those who follow me, as far as my book journey, I'm not going through the same route. So I'm gonna just sell stuff direct to consumer myself through Amazon. Canvas rolls.
Stand up.
Y'all say goodnight.
No.
Good night.
Say goodnight. All right, yeah.
Good night.
I'll see you later. All right. So, Eicher, what do you mean by canvas rolls? We're about to hear some crying. This is real life, y'all. This is real life. This is what it looks like here. I'm about to say here in the trap, but that's not it. What are canvas rolls? I know of like a roll of canvas when I buy that to do paintings and stuff. But what do you mean by canvas rolls? I don't know what that is. So educate me. I have to Google that. I know I can't Google it, but since I got you watching right now, maybe you can give me a little bit of information. What is a canvas roll? I have not looked into, I think somebody just said, sublimation. I have not looked into that. Because see, at this point, I'm the kind of person that when I have an idea, I'm going to just kind of just dip my toe in the water. I'm just gonna dip my toe in just to see, how the water is. I'm not the kind of person I'm gonna run and just cannonball into the water. That's not who I am. I'm gonna dip my toe in, see how it's feeling, and then if it's cool, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed. That's what this was. This was, as well as with my book. My book was like, let me just see what it's like to make a book, and now it's spiraled into other things. So this was like, well, let me just see what it takes to really make wrapping paper. So now Carmen and I are like, oh, Mother's Day, Father's Day, baby shower, birthday for the culture. Like that's where we're at now. And so we're just gathering all of these ideas and, trying to put them into motion, more so for gift bags, because people really aren't wrapping stuff for the other holidays. I mean, except for birthdays. Birthdays is probably the only other holiday that I say people really probably wrap stuff for. But when it comes to like baby showers and stuff, people wrap, but I think people more gravitate towards gift bags and stuff like that. So that's kind of where our mind is for that kind of thing. But look into it. I think you'll enjoy it because I'm telling you now that wrapping paper is fire. Thank you very much. So yeah, gift bags is kind of what we'll be looking at future wise for birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, stuff like that. But we just got to get our minds wrapped around what the design exactly. Carmen has started her own like little business selling. She started selling Juneteenth wreaths, and so I'm letting her lead because I want her to be able to fulfill some of her dreams and stuff. So for that particular part of the vision, I'm just gonna be the work. I'm just gonna be the person making the designs, but it's gonna be her. I'm gonna be the person producing the design. She's gonna tell me what she wants, and I'm gonna produce it. But so yeah, that's gonna be more her thing, and I'm just want to support her with that because she supported me with this wrapping paper. But yeah. Yeah, wedding and bridal shower bags too. That's also been something that she's talked about. Canvas mailing tubes for shipping. Let me look and see what that is real quick. Anybody have any questions? So like I said, I'll let y'all know when they're officially available because it legit. Oh, see, okay. Yeah, I know I call these just tubes. I didn't know they had official name. So those are really expensive. I've done a lot of research on what I can ship them in, and that was what I wanted. That was my number one choice for how to ship them, because when I order stuff for myself, as far as like my prints and stuff, they come in the canvas tubes, but I call them cardboard tubes. But they're so expensive, and I can get more boxes than I can of the tubes, and so that's the dilemma I have on that end. So if anybody knows where you can get them in bulk for a cheap price, cheaper than $1.40 a piece, let me know. I've already looked at Uline, and it's too much. But yeah, so that is my big announcement, y'all. I've been working on this. Like I said, I had the vision in February, gave up on it, came back to it in July. And so now here we are, beginning of September, having my wrapping paper actually in my hand, being able to wrap gifts. I've taken some really nice promo shots myself. Yeah, I know I'm a DIY person. I'm gonna do as much by myself as I can. I've taken some really nice pictures that I'm gonna put out on social media. They'll be on my website and all of that good stuff too. But yeah, this is the move, y'all. The Civ Art Gallery Christmas wrapping paper. Limited number. I have spoken. I saw somebody else say it already that it will sell out. I've already spoken and claimed that it is going to sell out. So, you want to get yours while you can, because probably by December there won't be any left. That's just my belief. But yes, I'm very, very happy about this paper, y'all. I've been looking at it like for the past 2 days, just looking at it like, dang. It's one thing when you have an idea, but it's another thing when you bring your idea to life. And I try to encourage y'all all the time. We all have amazing ideas, no matter what your background is, no matter what your ethnic background is. I don't care. We all have amazing ideas, and we all have the ability to create things, to produce things that are sometimes 20 times better than what's already out there on the market. But a lot of times we bet against ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves. We give up. Like, y'all ever seen that meme of the guys digging for diamonds, and you see the one guy, he quits, and like the diamond is right on like the other side of the dirt. We quit too soon. Me included. We quit way too soon. And we don't get to see like the fruits of these ideas that we have. And I just want to encourage anybody, use me as an example of what happens when you just don't stop. Just don't stop. You just gotta, I mean, Walt Disney has a great, I know people feel, a way about Disney or whatever, but he has a great quote that says, just keep moving forward. And that's really what it's about. Just keep moving forward. One step toward the direction of your dreams is sometimes all you need. Just one step. You can take one step a day, one step a month. It's still moving forward. So I know that there's some scatterbrains out there that have some dope ideas, some dope concepts, some dope inventions that could change the world. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? I don't know if y'all can hear this, but there's like some serious grade A stomping going on upstairs because this house is, that's a whole nother video another time. But I know that y'all have some ideas out there. Y'all just you gotta do it. We all have that thing in us to make it happen. I'm a witness, y'all. I'm a witness. All right, let's see if anybody's saying anything else. Your Afro Abstract Art Gallery is amazing. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Somebody said, Miss Bell said, you're encouraging me to get up and clean my room. Kitchen too. I would love to accomplish that. You can do it. You just got to get up and do it. You just got to get up and do it because it's not going to clean itself. I hate cleaning, just being honest with you. I really do hate it. I can't stand cleaning. Thank you, Sunny E. I hope that's how you say your name. Thank you. I ain't trying to get emotional tonight because I feel it here. I feel it right here, but I'm going to keep it down, because that was not the plan tonight to get emotional. I think, and I've gotten emotional in other videos before, and I've said then that seeing my dad pass really like changed things. Like it flipped the switch as far as like, wow, I'm literally watching my father like life leave his body. And it can put you in the mindset of, wow, death is real. We know it's real. I want to make my time here worth it. I want to make sure that when I leave, I've left a positive impression on somebody or somebodies or some people or, just know that I'm trying to do all I can now so that when I'm gone, people can say, Travis, he was a good dude. He did some good stuff. He wasn't perfect, but he did some good stuff. That's the goal. That's really the goal. I just want to be a good person. I want to do good things. Want to be a productive citizen of the world. What advice would you give to a person in their early 20s? Dream big. Dream big, work hard, and have fun. I think I had a great balance of working hard and enjoying my 20s. But I think one thing that I saw a lot of my peers doing is they weren't thinking about tomorrow. And I think that that's something that ain't just a 20s issue. It's some 30s, 40s, people, 50s who don't think about next week. I think it's important to be present, but I think it's also important to be aware that tomorrow is not promised. But if you get to tomorrow, you want to make sure that you're going to be okay. So I think in your 20s, you should dream big. Write down your dreams, write down a plan of action to get towards them, but have fun and work hard. I think that might be real general and real cliche, but I think that's the best thing. And surround yourself with like-minded people who are going in the same direction as you. It's nothing like being filled with ideas and everything and being surrounded by people who are telling you that you can't do it or giving you a whole bunch of reasons why it can't be done. It's nothing like that. So it's better to get amongst some people who are like-minded, who are like you. I can say my circles have never been big. And it's not to say that you can't have a big circle of people who are going to help you. But that just wasn't my story. I did not have big circles. And sometimes I feel like I missed out, because I see people and they say, oh, this has been my friend for so many years. And I'm like, I ain't got no friends like that. I mean, I got friends who I've been cool with for years, but, I don't have somebody who I'm like, oh, this was my group of boys. There's all 5 of us and we were together. That's not my story. But yeah, I really hope if you're in your 20s, pseudo elegance, that helped you. Miss Bell, that's real talk. I know your dad is proud of you. Thank you. Tanya's Darkroom said, I feel you, Travis. That's all you have in your control. Stacy said, yes. The same feeling came over me when my dad passed away. I started pursuing several things that I had put off for so long. Miss Bell said, like-minded, so true. And Pseudo said, thank you, true. No problem. Yeah, get amongst people who are like-minded and just dream. I mean, I ain't the kind of person who's gonna be like, you can be anything you want to be. That's not, true. I mean, depending on who you ask. Depending on who you ask nowadays, you can't be anything you want to be. But let me not end the video and being messy. But you can do just about anything you put your mind to. Maestro Live said, I'm late. What happened? I just announced like 20 minutes ago that I have wrapping paper. I have Christmas wrapping paper now. I designed it, got it manufactured, got it printed. It's going to be for sale very soon. It's going to be $5 a roll. Rolls are 27.5 by 8 feet long. And let me tell y'all something funny about that before I get off of here. So there is a company that produces Christmas paper with African-American characters on it. And I believe, obviously by my YouTube channel, that I can help somebody else. Like if y'all ask me a question like, hey, Travis, what could I do to get this made or to accomplish this? I'm not the kind of person who'll be like, oh, you got to figure that out on your own. There are some people who have a wealth of knowledge about different things, but they hoard for fear of somebody else getting ahead of them, doing it better than them. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen that everybody knows somebody who, if you needed help, they're not going to give it because they're afraid of what that help is going to do for you and how it could affect them. Okay? And I say that to say, like I said, there's a company that does, they make wrapping paper for black, that has black characters on it. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. I wonder where they, I wonder what they did to get their paper manufactured. And so in my journey of trying to get here, I reached out to them and said, hey, would you mind, kind of point me in the direction of what you did for your manufacturing or da-da-da-da. They left me on red. They left me on red, y'all. And I was like, cool, because I don't know if somebody looked at it, meant to respond and didn't, or if somebody looked at it and was like, I'm not going to tell him what we did. I don't know. But I mean, that stuck in the back of my mind. Like, all I did was ask a question, if either you wanted to help me or not, and it's okay if you don't. But I did it on my own, But if somebody were to, I'm making a whole video that's going to detail what I did to get to this point, so that if any of y'all wanted to do this, you could, because I'm not fearful that a scatterbrain is gonna come and do this better than me. I'm not the best artist. I'm not the best actor, because y'all know I act right. I'm not the best teacher. The only thing I'm best at is being me. And if I can help y'all achieve y'all's dreams, and this is the one of your dreams, you're gonna get that information, just like the book stuff. I make videos to help people, and they're all free. They're all free. I could charge for that stuff and make a Patreon and all that kind of stuff, but that's just not my mental right now as far as hoarding information that can help people achieve their dreams. I'm a teacher, and my goal right now is teaching children how to be better. So I feel like it makes sense for me to want to help adults as well. But I'm gonna leave that at that. So again, Scatterbrains, I thank y'all so much for all your support over the years. I thank y'all for watching my reviews. I'm appreciative for anybody who decides to purchase the wrapping paper. If you do, I would love it if you take a picture and send it to me, and let me see how you wrapped it, or what you did with it. Cause see, obviously I'm extra when it comes to wrapping gifts. This wasn't just for a photo shoot. This is what I normally do with gifts. Like, we doing ribbon and we gonna curl it like it's somebody's hair. But I would love to see your pictures if you decide to purchase it and do stuff with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because it's 8:01, and I said about an hour, and we're already at 6. We're already at an hour and 38 minutes and counting. So thank y'all so much for watching. Stay tuned for me to let y'all know when you can pre-order again. We'll be doing pre-orders up until October, because once I actually get my shipment in, and they're going out. They're going out as soon as I get them, because it's limited, but it's still a lot. So I'm really, really excited. I could not hold on to this any longer. Like, I was like, I can't wait no later into September. I got to tell somebody. Like, my family and everybody knows, but I got to tell somebody. I'm about to come out. What's up? Yeah, I'm ending it now. You need something from downstairs? All right, I'm about to be up. So, what was I just saying? I don't know what I was saying. No clue. But yeah. So clearly wifey is calling me. That means, Travis, it's time for you to come upstairs. So y'all make sure you have a good night, have a good work week for these 4 days we have left. And I will see y'all, God willing, on Wednesday night or Thursday morning, as long as everything goes straight this week. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And I will see y'all later. Peace.